everybody, welcome to another episode of Travel with T. On today's episode, we're going to be getting into traveling to St. Barths, St. Martin, and Anguilla. So let's get into it. I am so excited to be sharing this travel vlog with you all. This was such an amazing trip and I hope you find it informative. So this is part one of the travel vlog to St. Barths, St. Martin and Anguilla. And in this episode, we're tapping into St. Barths and St. Martin. And I like to start my travel vlog out with showing you how I get there. This was a 20-hour travel. It was one of the most extensive. It was 4 flights from LAX to Houston, Houston to San Juan. And then from San Juan, I took this tiny little plane via trade wind, a six passenger, tiniest plane I've ever been on, to St. Barths. And they said the flight was going to be like an hour, but I felt like it was less than that. So it wasn't too bad being on the tiny plane. But we can finally see the beautiful island, and we touched down, made it to St. Barths, and it's about to be a vibe. Touchdown to the 20. This is the hotel that I'll be staying at in St. Barths, and it's super cute, beautiful. I mean, stunning views, and the restaurant is right near the pool, and it's just a great way to like have breakfast. So obviously that's what we did, touchdown, eat breakfast. And I want to show you all the lay of the land in the beginning of the vlog because that's just what I like to do in case anybody's interested in learning more about the hotel. Like I said, jaw-dropping views. There's also a lot of cute little places to hang out around the pool and the restaurant. And the bar is not too far from here, so it's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, what? Can't beat it. This is also a perfect place for anybody to stay that is into more of a nature-esque and like green vibes. This is also the wildest part of St. Barths. So when I say that, I mean there's lots of like greenery, there's lots of wildlife. You know, you're hearing the roosters in the morning, and it's just so peaceful and serene and absolutely gorgeous. This hotel also only consists of 22 rooms or villas, whatever you want to call it, which means it's private and it's boutique, and that's totally a vibe. I mean, if you're into it, you know what I mean? There's also golf carts that take you to your room if you're really deep in there, but luckily our room wasn't too far. And I mean, let's get into the room. Let's get into the view. Let's get into the private pool. This room is so cute and quaint. It reminded me of a cute little house. I love that the bathtub is separate from the standalone shower. I'm a bathtub girl all day. I could literally take a bath every single day. Let's get into the room. Beautiful open concept. I love that you could see this from the bed when you wake up. I mean, who doesn't want to look at this? What? I love that there's access from the pool to the living room as well as the bedroom, and the attention to detail while staying here was amazing. They kept everything replenished 24/7. And yeah, like this is the lay of the land of the living room. And I mean, fresh cookies and champagne. Who wouldn't want this upon arrival? 10 out of 10, already obsessed with this place. But it's giving nap first, and then we'll get into the vibes. Name a better welcome to St. Barths than pop in a bottle of Perrier Jouet. This by far is one of my favorite champagnes, super effervescent and absolutely delicious. I mean, the attention, look at the glass. The glass is just so cute. I need that. And I thought this was so cute. This little tortoise welcomed us, and tortoise or a turtle? Definitely tortoise. And showed up like every now and then to say what's up. Like I said, super nature-esque, so lots of animals, goats. This goat was giving spirit animal. Had to tap into room service. You know, it never really hits, but the fries here were so good. That being said, you know we're on the way to dinner, and the outfit is giving a period. As you can see so far, it's been a very chill Sunday check-in day. And we're gonna be going to the first restaurant of the trip, to a place I can't even pronounce, but it came highly recommended. So I can't wait to get into the tea. See you guys there. So we're doing dinner at a Miss at the Hotel La Barthélemy. Shout out to our reception at Le Toigny for putting a whole itinerary and reservations together for us because we pulled up with just vibes, no plans, okay? And a Miss is the perfect place for a romantic date night. I think this place would be a great restaurant to come to for lunch because it's right on the water. So it's very like elevated French. We did bread service. It started out with some yogurt, some spicy honey, and some sliced fennel. And then for the starters, we had the 62-degree egg that was fried. It was absolutely insane with lardons and puree on the bottom. And this crudo, I set it off, devoured the whole thing by myself. It was langoustine and tuna with some coconut sauce on the bottom, as well as some like chili oil. I had to do a nice bottle of white with that. And then for the mains, we did a steak with truffle and some potatoes. And then I had the snapper that came with some sweet potato puree. I believe some kind of like coconut tamarindy sauce. Like a lot of Caribbean island vibes on this one for sure. It was delicious, light, and I think this was the perfect place to come for dinner for the first night. Definitely recommend. What's good, Teacup Gang? Today is officially day 2 of the St. Barth's travel vlog, and today is going to be the first extreme activity excursion of this day. We're taking a ferry to St. Martin, which is an hour away, and then we're going to do the steepest zip lining I think in the world, and I don't know who I think I am. I'm extremely nervous. I'm excited. I'm all the things. If you see my last travel vlog, you know I'm terribly afraid of heights. So I'm still trying to get over that and live my best life and just do extreme. So St. Martin is also a completely different vibe from St. Barth's. So we're gonna hang out there and like get some like local lunch and see what the vibes are. I heard it's more like of a city vibe. So that's the tea. We'll see you there. All right, so I didn't get to tap into showing you how beautiful the view was getting to the hotel, but like on the way there and on the way back, it's absolutely gorgeous, very green. It is about, where we're staying at the Le Toigny is about like maybe 10-15 minutes from the town, which is where we are here in Gustavia, which is where most of the boats are docking, including the ferry that we took to St. Martin and all of the other boats. And the part 2, we're also going to be docking. We're doing like a boat day. Can't wait to get to that. But for now, I just wanted to tap into like the ferry. I think it's like a super easy, convenient way for anybody that wants to travel around in islands. Like you can take the ferry to Anguilla, and you know, if you're staying in St. Martin, you can take it to Saint Barth's. This is just like an easy, convenient way to get around. I feel like a lot of the locals get around on the ferry as well. Okay, but we're pulling up to St. Martin and the water is absolutely gorgeous, super turquoise blue. And St. Martin is really giving like a city vibe. Like, I don't know if you can see like the larger boats that were like near the water. You're not really getting that in St. Barth's, you know what I mean? St. Barth's is more like, you know, like kind of more like private exclusive vibes. I feel like St. Martin is like the city and it's really cool and it's fun. But we touched down, had to hit immigration, and then we get there kind of early. So we're hitting up Chesterfield's. A local recommended this place. It is one of the first places to open during the day. So we came here first before heading over to the Flying Dutchman. All right, Teacup Gang. So we pulled up to a local spot for breakfast. The Dutchman place opens at 11, and I'm extremely nervous. I don't even know. I don't even know what I think I'm doing. Ziplining? Y'all. Get some food in my system. Hopefully that doesn't come up later when I'm screaming. Okay, so by the way, those breakfast potatoes were some of the best things I had my whole entire stay. Like the whole entire vlog. Had to get some liquid courage, you know, a little rum punch to take over the fact that I'm shaking literally. Do you see the top of the mountain right there? That is where the Flying Dutchman is. That is where I'm supposed to zip line all the way down. And it is located at the Rainforest Adventures, a national park that was founded by Emilio Wilson, which happened to be the owner of this place and the grandson of a slave who was actually working here. This was a plantation at some point in history, and I think it's beautiful that he wanted to preserve the greenery and just, you know, keep it natural. And there's also a museum dedicated to him on the property, as well as a gift shop and a restaurant and giant lizards roaming around. All right, Teacup Gang, so we made it here. We're here and we are at the place. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to follow through. That's where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go up there. I'm planning on going all the way up for the views, just in general. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fall all the way through and actually zip line down. It's definitely treacherous. I don't know. We're gonna see how I feel when I get up there. I'm just letting you know right now. Just in case you're disappointed, a girl is scared. Your favorite girl is scared. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Shook to my core, y'all. So straight ahead is actually the museum. We didn't get in there, but definitely recommend for anybody that's interested in like the more historical aspect of the park. But this is how we get up to the treacherous zip line. And there's also tubing here as well if anyone's interested. It was really insane to catch this. Like, look at these two people flying down. Can you believe that I'm on the way up there to do this right now? Because I really can't. I don't know who I am, you know? Like, I feel like fighting my fear of heights, doing extreme things is almost insanity. Anyways, so we're on the way up there. Mind you, this is taking forever. This is sped up to 150, so it's going really slow. This is where you can do tubing as well if anyone is interested in doing that. You're obviously not tubing all the way from the top. You get off right on that platform and come all the way down. And there's also another place that you can zip line from. I'll show you on the way up. And I mean, look at the view. Like, breathtaking. This is a great way to get a scope of the island. I feel like if anyone's interested in just coming for that itself. And this is the other zip line. It's not as treacherous. It's a lot shorter. And you can get off on this platform here and do that zip line instead of doing the insane one. And then you can come all the way up as well. You don't have to, but I mean, might as well just kind of come up to see the vibes. You see like literally like 360 view of the island once you get all the way to the top. I 100% recommend coming just solely to get like a bird's eye view and like see what the island has to offer, for sure. This is the Flying Dutchman, y'all. We're at the top, we are here, and look how beautiful. Breathtaking views. So we are in Saint Barth right now. This island has so much culture, has all the vibes, and one of the most extreme excursions I've ever encountered, the Flying Dutchman. I don't know if I'm about to get on this, but we here for the view. We're gonna see. I don't know. All right, so St. Martin is consisting of two sides, the French and the Dutch. Today, we're exploring the Dutch side, but right over here is the French side of St. Martin. Definitely need at least one or 2 days to explore all the vibes. But we jam-packing it in one day. Okay, yes. So there are two sides, meaning that part of the island is governed by the Dutch and the other part of the island is governed by the French. There's no real physical border, but apparently there are lots of differences. I hear that the French side, which we're walking away from right now, has like very pristine and beautiful crystal clear beaches. And this right here is the Dutch side. And you know, now you get the POV of the Flying Dutchman, but I definitely think coming here for a longer stay will help kind of like encapsulate what really is, you know, the differences and see what both sides have to offer. But let's get into the Flying Dutchman.
Ain't no way you gonna catch me doing that. I ain't going nowhere. Bam. You going to take these shades. Going with me. Somebody needs some of that. All the way back. Yeah, come on. Somebody come from somebody. The camera knows I'm scared. That's what the camera knows. I see up in my yeah, I wanna see.
The way that they have this bar up here for the liquid courage, because honestly, a lot of people were on the fence, including myself. They were so strong. This pina colada was hitting, okay? But it's so funny how everyone kind of just, I feel like a lot of people just randomly gravitate towards me. And I made friends with these ladies. We were all actually terrified and really scared. The sign-in was longer than expected. So when I signed in, it was too long, y'all.
All right, y'all. So the line was too long. That's my excuse. So the line was OD long. It was 45 minutes. And we gotta make it back down there. And then we also have to like eat lunch and then head back to the ferry. So my excuse is God's divine timing didn't allow it. That's what it is.
Before anybody says that I chickened out, just know that I was literally signed up and gonna do it. But we only had a certain amount of time here. And by this point, we only had like, I wanna say maybe like 3 hours to kind of like get some lunch and see all the other things. But I 100% recommend coming here just for the view. Like that alone was definitely worth the trip up here and worth the experience. I mean, look how stunning it is. Like you get to see both parts of the island. I think it's just great, like if you don't have that much time and you really want to like get a better vibe. But we ended up being able to experience the French side just a little bit. So one of the drivers, obviously who's local, recommended coming here, and this is like a great hotspot for some real local food. And you know, I'm always about the real deal. Like I'm like, there's no way I'm not eating any real good Caribbean food. And I want the tea. Like I don't want to just eat like the foo-foo stuff all the time. Yeah, like that's a vibe, but like this is also a vibe for me too. You know it's about to hit when all the pots is out, you know? What food safety? But I mean, grilling, it smelled amazing. Like this right here is what makes my heart so happy. Just like being able to like see, you know, the real deal. Like, you know, how people that live here eat. Like this is what I want to see. And I mean, look at the water. Yes, look, this is the French side. So I definitely agree like to like a certain point that what I did get to see, like the water is absolutely crystal clear, absolutely gorgeous. I wish I had more time here. I would have definitely went to see like maybe a different beach on the side and really enjoyed the full French experience. But we're at Cynthia's Talk of the Town. I heard this place was banging. There's also a bunch of little restaurants near here. I heard the Rib Shack was really good too. Pina colada always, bussing. So let's get into what we got. This right here was just like a stuffed crab with like a little spice on there. And super delicious, super sweet, decadent. I want to say there was like bell peppers and it could have been binded with breadcrumbs maybe. But it was also really, really light. This right here is a Johnny cake. And you know, similar to like, you know, in some Caribbean islands they have festival. This was like, yes, a fried dough, but it wasn't sweet. But it was really good. I ended up just like eating it with my crab. Like, look what I did right here. It was so good. And with some hot sauce. This happened to be a very spicy, y'all. Like, way too hot. But this was the spread. We decided to get some ribs, some curry rice and pea, grilled lobster, mac and cheese, and coleslaw. I'm salivating looking at this right now. But yeah, so let's get into it. We're about to get into it. You can't even see. No tripod. I just want to be my authentic self and make a living off of it. I'm manifesting that. That being said, these ribs, okay, so you've seen homegirl grilling up all them ribs. Super just like simple, no barbecue sauce. Obviously, being an American, like when I think of ribs, I'm like falling off that bone of a barbecue. But it was good. The flavor was good. Nice smokiness. This was a curry rice. And so freaking good. Like the curry rice was by far like the best thing that I had here. I actually really want to learn how to make it myself. Got some coleslaw. I love coleslaw. Can't have ribs without it. You know, like super barbecue food. Coleslaw was hitting. Like coleslaw was hitting. It was perfectly like, they had like a nice creamy sweetness to it. This is the mac and cheese. Never had mac and cheese like this before, but I guess this is how they do it. You know, it's not super like ooey gooey cheesy. There was peas and carrots in it, which was really interesting. But overall, like generally, like the food was seasoned great. This was the rice and peas. Definitely love the curry rice a lot more though. Like when I tell you that curry rice was busting, like the flavors were so good, not too spicy, the perfect hint of spice. The lobster, I mean, so fresh, so good. Obviously being surrounded by all that water, you know, the seafood is hitting. It came with some like white cream sauce, a little acidic, and it was a bust. I mean, even the dogs knew where to come for that good stuff. Anyways, so we wanted to walk around a little bit and see a little bit more of what the water looked like. Like I said, I wish I had a whole like experience here. I definitely have to come back. And there was this cute house that I wish I took a photo of, and that's the only reason I'm keeping this clip in here, was because what? Like I wish I took a pic in front of that. Like that is so cute. Anyways, so yeah, I think this is a very cool place to stay. Like hopefully this was informative in some way about St. Martin for y'all. But I would definitely stay here. Glad I got to see both sides for a little bit. Definitely recommend. All right, y'all, so we made it back to the Dutch side of St. Martin for different views. We're gonna stroll around and see what's the tea. Okay, so strolled around here for about an hour. This is kind of like boardwalk vibes. A lot of stuff is happening here. Bars, restaurants, shopping, like a lot of touristy attractions, places to get souvenirs, like convenience shops, all that stuff. And when I tell you, I mean, I didn't really record most of it, but there was so much to do over here. And it was beaming hot. I want to say it was so hot. I think this was this was like one of the hottest days out of my whole trip. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this place is very charming in its own way, and I cannot wait to come back. I definitely would recommend it to anybody. Even if you're staying in St. Barths and want to do a day trip, or vice versa, maybe stay here and then do St. Barths for like a day or two. Like that might be a vibe. And you know me, I'm always gonna catch a sunset. But yeah, St. Martin, definitely loved the experience. So grateful to be able to go there. And now we're on the way back to St. Barths. Did Eddie's Ghetto for dinner. This place was actually really cool. Didn't get to stay super long, but I'm just gonna tap into like a little bit of what we had there just in case anybody's interested. Didn't get too much footage, but anyways, great vibe here. The food was actually really, really good. It's packed. Like you have to get a reservation like ahead of time. We got some seafood tacos. This is like a key fritters, like saltfish. So freaking good, y'all. Like I'm salivating. Like so good. Like I ate all of those. I want to say it's even better than mine. Like it was so good. That is the duck udon noodles, and then the coconut curry. So it's really like a Caribbean island vibes. Nothing too like super French fancy, but still really good. All right, y'all, let's get into day 3. We have a free day today. Started out with some tanning and, you know, maintaining the melanin and the bronze. Looking at this beautiful view, like, how could you not want to wake up to this every day? Like, that's the goal. The goal is to wake up to this every day. But yeah, let's get into it. How do I do a 3? A cute one? Day 3. Y'all will find that I'm just so silly and unserious as I continue my vlogging journey. But we're on the way to get some breakfast at the hotel. It's not too far of a walk. Like I said, our room wasn't super deep into it, but there are rooms that are a little deep. But look at the sun was hitting today. And, you know, just gonna enjoy some breakfast really quick. Wanted to be skinny. I got some granola and some boiled eggs, but ultimately just ended up not messing with either of them. And then just decided to have a bunch of mimosas for breakfast because we have a free day ahead of us. I think it's so important to like have balance, like every other day, like, you know, an adventure and then like a day to kind of explore and do what you want and take it easy. So that's what today is consisting of, just kind of exploring around Saint Barth's. Gonna do lunch later at the Cheval Blanc, which is the best hotel on the island apparently. But prior to that, gonna stop by like the city, which is really exciting because this is like the first day where we're like really in Saint Barth's. I mean, look at the view. I'm never gonna get over it. It's gonna be in the vlog a lot. So yeah, it's like our full real day like hanging out in Gustavia, which is quite exciting. And we had to go to La Garite, which is a super popular space. I believe there's 2 other locations, one in France as well. But the outfit was eating down giving. I mean, hello. Look how cute this place is. So it is a beach club / restaurant, meaning there is like, you can do either or both. This is the beach club area, which I absolutely love. I love that culture about St. Barth's actually, like just super relaxed, super chill vibes. And then this is the restaurant. And when I tell you this restaurant gets lit, like turned up, this is a Tuesday. Going up on a Tuesday, cocktails were magnificent. Had several, like tore up from the floor up at La Garite. Like, I think that's just what they're encapsulating. It's really like a party vibe and restaurant. Open kitchen concept, which we'll get into in the next episode, like part 2. This cocktail was bussing, okay? This is phenomenal. Okay, what's your name?
I'm Luigi. Nice to meet you.
Luigi made me this cocktail. What's inside the cocktail?
This is called Angel Touch. It's a cocktail with the infused with the sesame, liquor, citron.
So initially, oh, it's lit in here. Initially, I don't know if you heard any of that. Anyways, this cocktail is called the Angel's Touch and it had sesame infused tequila. It was so good, delicious. But this place is turned up to the max. Definitely, we ended up coming back for actual food. That's going to be in part 2. If anyone wants to go check that out. But 10 out of 10 recommend that place for the vibes. Now we're actually going to head and eat lunch at the Cheval Blanc, which has 5 locations. There's one in the Maldives, one here in St. Barth's. There's another one in Paris. And then there's one in Maldives as well as Cheval, which I believe is also like, that one has like a more of a snowy climate, but one of the best hotels on the island. And I'm super hyped to come eat lunch here. Like, first of all, the layout was stunning. I thought this place was so cute. I also heard it has one of the best spas, obviously. I feel like when I come back to St. Barth's, this is somewhere I definitely want to stay because I'm definitely like a spa brat. And Le Toigny is a great, cute spot, but like the masseuses come to your room and I'm like obsessed with the, like a spa. But anyways, let's get into the vibe. I love how it's like very like family friendly, beach access. There's many different pools on the location. I could show you the other one. But I love like you can walk right onto the sand. We're literally sitting in the sand. And this was our first real day in St. Barth's. So this was like the perfect little intro as far as like where to eat lunch and getting into the real tea. And the lunch was actually really, really good. Super light seafoody vibes for lunch is what we did. I fell in love with this salt pinch bowl with abalone shell. I love abalone shells. We got a really delicious rosé that actually is from the same family that does Whispering Angel, but it's just so much better and so much more delicious. 10 out of 10. We ordered some calamari. I love that this calamari is not fried. It was like seared on a plancha. Texture was perfect. Seasoning was perfect. And then did some like veggie cakes with yogurt, you know, super light beach food, but like, you know, good beach food, elevated beach food. And then for the mains, I got this octo that came with like fruit. It was like fruit salad, like passion fruit. It was so interesting, but it was so good. Like, so tropical, so delicious. Some fish and chips as well as some yellow rice. But definitely 10 out of 10 recommend coming here for lunch or maybe even staying here at the hotel. I'm definitely gonna be back. All right, y'all. So as you can see, lunch was amazing. I am now enjoying this beautiful beach. My toes are in the sand. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's absolutely stunning. St. Barth's is definitely a vibe that is hard to encapsulate in words, but it's also just breathtaking. It's just breathtaking. There's no other words. Yeah, so I ended up just hanging out right outside of the restaurant. You can literally just walk right on the sand. Absolutely gorgeous. And there's also a bunch of other beach clubs you can walk and hang out near. This place is such a vibe though. The water was great. I mean, it seems family friendly considering like all the kids that were in the water. But 10 out of 10, recommend this place for lunch. I myself am definitely going to be considering staying at this place the next time I do come. This is one of the pools right near the restaurant. There's also another beautiful pool here that has like an ocean view that I thought was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, get into the view. Are you kidding? But yeah, so ended up heading back. You know, had a really light day, you know, didn't want to do too much, super tired. Headed back to Le Toigny and just hung out at the hotel by the bar and enjoyed the views over there. But this is the conclusion of the first 3 days of my trip to St. Barth's and my day trip to St. Martin. I hope it was informative for y'all. The next part 2 of this vlog is going to be more of St. Barth's. We're getting more into St. Barth's, and then we're also going to be doing Anguilla. So it's going to start out in Anguilla the next episode. I can't wait to share with y'all. But yeah, I hope this was a good little, you know, way to kind of get a glimpse of what it's like over there. And let me know down below in the comments what you guys want to see next, or if you guys are interested in, you know, a different area to travel vlog to. Tap in below. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings.